welcome to the Horror Next Door. This is our favorite new horror trailers from April 2022. If you like this video, please subscribe. Now, on with the trailers.
Homebound. A trip to the countryside turns out to be far from idyllic for a father and his new fiancée when his kids decide the house is a little too crowded.
Homebound stars, and I hope I'm not butchering this, Aisling Loftus, who starred in Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and comes out May 13th.
Well, the first thing I said when this ended was this is like the movie The Lodge, which we both really liked. Obviously, there are differences, and I'm certainly curious as to what the quote-unquote truth is that they're speaking of towards the end of the trailer. It definitely looks like these kids are a little bit more malicious and that they might be more willing to directly physically harm this woman, so looks like it could be pretty gnarly.
This is reason 142 not to have children. I think anything where there's just kids being creepy is always just that. It's just very creepy. These kids look weird. They're always staring at her and everything, and I don't know. This movie has a real dark atmosphere to it, it seems like, and I hope there's not some kind of stupid twist at the end where all this is in her head or some shit and the kids are actually not acting this way. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't go that way. Stick with the creepy kids. But this just looks weird. Can't wait to check it out.
Escape the field. 6 strangers wake up trapped in an endless cornfield only to discover something mysterious is hunting them.
Escape the Field stars Shane West from Dracula 2000, Theo Rossi from Sons of Anarchy and Army of the Dead, Jordan Claire Robbins from iZombie, and Tahira Sharif from The Haunting of Bly Manor. Escape the Field releases May 6th.
As you may know, if you watched our recent Letterboxd recap, we have been watching a lot of escape room movies recently. My reaction to this trailer was basically, this seems like Cube mixed with an escape room. I'm down for that. It could be corny. Whatever's after them could end up being something really stupid and kind of ruin the whole movie, because you know that tends to happen in flicks like this. But I think regardless, it still looks like it should be a pretty fun watch. I'm always into those situations where people end up somewhere they don't remember why and things like that because they figure it out at the same time as we do as the audience, and it just seems like a good time.
So this reminded me of In the Tall Grass, only instead of going into the cornfield, they just woke up in the cornfield. And obviously it's a cornfield, not a bunch of grass. I think this movie just looks cool. I like mysteries. I mean, who doesn't like a good mystery? Why are these people there? What do these objects mean? And who are these people in these gas masks towards the end of the trailer? Like, what the heck's going on? Can't wait to see how this plays out. See, are these people connected in some way? Who knows? But it looks cool, and I can't wait to see it.
Stranger Things Season 4. It's been 6 months since the Battle of Starcourt, which brought terror and destruction to Hawkins. Struggling with the aftermath, our group of friends are separated for the first time, and navigating the complexities of high school hasn't made things any easier. In this most vulnerable time, a new and horrifying supernatural threat surfaces, presenting a gruesome mystery that, if solved, might finally put an end to the horrors of the Upside Down.
Obviously, all the main characters are back for season 4, but the most notable cast members this season is Robert Englund, who will be playing Victor Creel, and apparently Matthew Modine is returning as Dr. Brenner. Finally. Stranger Things season 4 releases May 27th, and apparently they're releasing 5 episodes, and then July 1st there'll be 4 more episodes. So a little bit of a gap between.
Well, I highly doubt that I'm alone when I say that as this series has progressed, I've liked it less and less. I don't think that's uncommon with most shows, and I still really like it, don't get me wrong. But season 1 was just on another level, and my initial reaction to this trailer was, we've watched it a few times now, and I am pretty psyched about it. I just feel like we were so into the prior seasons. I know as soon as I start watching it again, I'm going to get addicted and get all into it again. And it's fun that they're still introducing new characters, even after all this time. It's crazy how different all the kids are starting to look, so I hope they hurry up. if they're going to keep doing the series. Obviously, I'm excited that Robert Englund is going to be featured. I don't know to what extent. Robert Englund fans all know that a lot of the time when he's in something, it's for a very short amount of time, but we'll see. I mean, I love Winona Ryder, Winona forever. A little bit of like a disappointment for me is just how little Will Byers is featured in the trailer because he's my favorite of the kids. So I hope he's actually in the series more than it seems like it's just a trailer cut thing. I'm not sure what to make of the big villain, bad guy, creature thing. It's kind of came out of left field for me because we're so used to all the creatures from the Upside Down, and even though they're all different, even those flying things have a similar look to like the Demogorgons and the little demo dogs and stuff like that. So I don't know what to make of him. I'm definitely interested to see what that's all about and what role he plays in everything. I love the part where they show all the little flying creatures over that house or whatever structure that is. It looks so cool. I wasn't sure what was up with the random dude playing guitar, but Psycho told me that he's a new character, so hopefully that guy's cool. It seems like he might be someone I'll dig. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think any fan of this series would agree that it's just something that is different, but also calls back to a lot of different things. When we talked about Firestarter somewhat recently, we said, oh wow, holy cow, I can't believe how much Stranger Things pulled from this. But at the same time, it's got all these original things about it. The cast is just amazing. At this point, a lot of people are saying negative things about anything that calls back to the 80s and is set in the 80s because, it's sort of become a cliche, sort of the way zombie movies were for a while. Everybody was just bitching about there's too many zombie movies. I'm sick of zombie movies. People seem to be doing that with the 80s now, but personally, I'm never going to get sick of the 80s stuff. And I mean, we've got this rendition of Journey in this trailer, which is pretty sweet sounding. And I don't know. I just love the overall vibe. I'm psyched because it looks like we're going to see a lot more of the Upside Down and the dark shit. So let's freaking go. I did think we said no more Journey psych-outs though.
So I'm a huge fan of Stranger Things, and I've been pumped for season 4 ever since season 3 ended. And obviously COVID fucked things up like it did with everything else in the world and slowed the production down to season 4, and now we're finally getting close to getting season 4. And I will say this, the prior trailers and teaser trailers that have come out for season 4 didn't really get me that pumped. I mean, I was excited for the show. I just wanted to be out so I can watch it. But the trailers, I don't know, they were just blah. Like as soon as I finished watching them, I was just like, cool. But this one was the actual trailer that made me go, whoa, now I'm pumped. Like now I'm really pumped for this season. The one thing that does have me a little worried is the random shots of what I'm guessing is supposed to be 11 again at a young age in the laboratory, and you can obviously tell that it's like a digital de-aging of something going on, or some kind of, maybe it's somebody else completely and they're trying to make it look like Millie Bobby Brown or whatever. I don't know, maybe it's not her and it'll turn out to be different, but I just hate it when they do things like that and then it looks weird because of CGI faces or whatnot, but maybe it'll turn out to be good. I don't know, reserving judgment on that. But I think the bad guy or whatever the heck that thing is supposed to be at the end of the trailer that's talking looks really cool. He reminds me a little bit of Pinhead just in the way that he talks and the things that he's saying. Pinhead likes to reference suffering a lot, so this guy's like suffering and everything, so I thought it was pretty cool. I'm also excited that we're going to see a lot more of the Upside Down, some more creatures and things, and spooky haunted houses apparently. Stranger Things Season 4, can't wait.
As always, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment letting us know your thoughts on these trailers, all of which will be linked below along with our store and social media pages. Until next time, Steve Perry!